In the glittering courts of history, where crowns weighed heavier than steel and trust was as fragile as glass, power was never secure. Thrones were not only defended by armies and alliances, but also by shadows, whispers, and poison. Among those who wielded this silent weapon, queens carved a legacy of fear and fascination. For in a world that often denied them open authority, some found that a vial of poison could be as mighty as a sword. From the ancient palaces of Egypt to the marble halls of Renaissance Europe, poison became the hidden language of queens. It was a tool for survival, a weapon of ambition, and sometimes a symbol of desperation. Unlike kings, who could march into battle and display their strength, queens often had to rule from behind curtains, through intrigue, manipulation, and subtle threats. In that invisible theater of power, poison was their deadliest stagecraft. One of the earliest figures whispered about in this dark tradition was Cleopatra VII of Egypt. Though her brilliance in diplomacy and seduction is celebrated, tales persisted that she studied venom and toxins, experimenting with snakes and deadly herbs. Whether myth or truth, the image of Cleopatra mastering poison embodied the fear that a queen's beauty might conceal something far deadlier. In her hands, poison became not only a weapon, but a legend. Centuries later, in Renaissance Italy, the name of Lucrezia Borgia would forever be bound to poison. Though modern historians debate her guilt, the rumors of her golden ring with a hidden compartment made her a symbol of lethal femininity. Whether fair or not, the stories captured the imagination of Europe, a young woman navigating a corrupt and ruthless court, where whispers of poison became as dangerous as poison itself. In France, Catherine de Medici, queen consort and later queen mother, was feared for her alleged arsenal of poisons. As the mother of kings, she maneuvered through the blood-soaked wars of religion, accused by her enemies of turning to alchemy and potions. Though much of it may have been slander, the legend of the Italian queen who poisoned will haunted her reputation long after her death. To her critics, she was not merely a queen. She was a shadowy sorceress who ruled with deadly secrecy. Poison was not always about murder. It was also about power. In courts where women were watched, judged, and constrained, even the rumor that a queen possessed knowledge of toxins could protect her. It created an aura of fear, making rivals think twice before crossing her. In this sense, poison was as much psychological as physical, a weapon of perception, rumor, and fear. But there is a deeper tragedy here. These stories remind us that queens often had to fight battles unseen. While men fought with swords and crowns, women who reached for power were forced into the shadows. Poison became the symbol of their hidden wars, the wars they could not fight openly, the wars dictated by a world that mistrusted female strength. And yet, history also reveals the cost. The queens remembered for poison, whether Cleopatra, Lucrezia, or Catherine, remained shrouded in infamy. Their intelligence, their statecraft, their courage are often reduced to tales of venom. In the end, the story of queens and poison is not simply about murder. It is about the lengths to which power must go when denied legitimacy. It is about how fear can be as sharp as steel and how silence can be deadlier than open war.